Let's talk about your money, particularly your 401k getting a boost. The Dow going above 9,000 for the first time since January. So is the economy really recovering, or is this just another false start? Joining us now, Rich DeSalvo, author of The Power of Pain, also of Rich DeSalvo Consulting. Rich, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Well, thank you, Kelly. You know, it's interesting. You start the question first with about saying the 401k's gotten a boost, yet what's interesting is people at a record number have actually taken money out of equities in the last year and put it into money market funds because they didn't want to lose any more. And then now look what's happened relative to, I'm going to call it the recent spike in the market.
Okay. That's a good way of defining it, because a lot of people were saying, hey, this is really good, but is it what you call a jobless recovery? Because there are going to be people still losing their jobs out there.
Well, that's exactly right. What's interesting is earnings are actually doing very well, right? Earnings are at an all-time high because what's happened is companies have really been managing to the bottom line, which is why you see a lot of layoffs and such. So although earnings have done very well and the markets reacted to it, ergo the spike, okay? But that's why you see unemployment where you do right now.
So tell me this then, after a spike, a lot of people are going to start saying, oh, things are happening, it's going to be good, the economy's not as bad as it was. What should the average American really be thinking in terms of their money and with this spike that we're now witnessing?
Okay, I would love nothing more than to everyone to take their money, do a proper asset allocation. We know it's going to be stocks, bonds, and there'll be different types of asset allocation, whether it's in large cap funds, small cap, even some international. I'd even look at agricultural related and metals related and so on. But once you have that, even when you get your statement every month, don't open it. Don't look at it.
That's some pretty good advice. And listen, you know, there are a lot of people out there who have lost their jobs and they can no longer discuss this particular subject that we're now focusing on, your investments, your portfolio, your 401k. So what do you say to them when they're collecting unemployment checks at this hour?
Okay. Well, the first thing I would absolutely tell them is, we as Americans have to feel their pain, but also if we look at people and how they react to these kind of situations, it's really one of these where they can frankly feel sorry for themselves, or they can actually go out. I have no doubt in their prior jobs they were very talented people, talented professionals. Although their occupation may have to change, it doesn't change the fact that they're talented individuals. And I think that here in America, there are absolutely opportunities for us throughout. And I actually will tell you that if you look hard enough, people want to help people, and they'll get the jobs that they're looking for.
You know, I like the way you're thinking, man, because a lot of people do want help, and they're open to receiving help, and there are a lot of people who want to give it as well. But let's talk about this spike one more time.
Okay.
How many of these spikes should we see occur before we can take a breath of relief?
Well, I'll tell you what you're going to see right now is you will see the spikes continue for a while, and then I think you're going to see a change because, first of all, there's still a lot of cash on the sidelines, so that money's going to be coming in, okay? Another thing you're going to see is people are out there selling short, which means, as you know, they really wanted the market to drop. Now those people have to buy those securities, so there's more money that's going to be going in. So you'll see the market go up for those reasons, not necessarily because the stock is, quote, better. Then I think you'll see people start profit taking, so the market's going to go back down. So what you're going to have again, right, Kelly, is up and down, versus I know if it goes a spike, it means you may not have a spike the next time. I would much rather see people, like I said earlier, buy it, don't think about it, because if you try to time that market, we know exactly what happens, right?
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. It's good to see you again.